Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set. 55. 55. Hey, eat. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the...
Nyheim Hines, his first carry, takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Mike. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Bang, 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 bang.
Now it's Hines.
Rhino.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Check, 55, Mike. Rabbit. SOS. Ship.
Sony Michel, his first carry. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 45-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
I'm not ready.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota, complete. It's Johnson. There he goes, left side. Touchdown. A big play there. 55 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now the try here for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
At the 22-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Reset.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Here we go. Safe.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mike 56. Watch the curl. Watch out. Check three. Whip. Watch the whip.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper. That'll bring up second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Prescott. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. To throw is Prescott. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable. Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it at midfield. They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Cowboys' 43-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Motion.
Here's Hines. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, Go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go.
On first down, Hines. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. All right, let's get. One. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. Here we go.
Hey, watch the edge. Alert three.
Third and long here for Mariota. Oh, he's going to go for it all. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position, the ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Under. Bump. We're going to 54. He's checking. Crash.
Check nickel.
26.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Prescott's pass to the sideline and incomplete. It's third down and 12.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Out time. Let's get off the field. Go. Get out there. Hey, kill. We're going to 54. Wide in.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Check. Lucky.
Prescott from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hart. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Mike 40.
In your face.
Here we go. Going to 54. Wide in.
A first down throw for Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We said it before the game. I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Draw play, Elliott. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Show an 8. Show an 8. Switch. Check.
Now a give, right side. It's Hines. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Let's go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards for the Lions there and a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
I got it. Mike 55.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. This is Johnson. He's got it. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
53's the move. Check 53. Let's get the ball. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Draw play. This is Hines. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
That's it, baby.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
You don't want this. Hey, check Mike. 3. Watch 55.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mariota. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Check 26. Watch the edge. Under crunch.
Mariota.
Here we go.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar, and this score will stay right where it is. So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Colin Saunders gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On 2nd down, it's Hines, and he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
55, 55. Hey, eat. Time to go, night. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Alert flare.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Man, that's trash.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
53, Mike, 53. Let's go. Rush in.
They run with Hines. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Nyheim Hines, 63 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Sam Martin to kick off for Detroit.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. A big play here for the Cowboys. An even 50 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Now he's flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Cooper was the target there. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bring it. Bring it. Big edge, big edge, big edge.
This is Hines. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check safety, check safety. Motion, motion, motion. 53's the mic. 53, check 53.
Off the play fake, Mariota.
I'm coming after you.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. One. Check. One. Motion, bump.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Rip left.
Buzz. Be ready.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Strip the ball. Check three.
One.
Mariota to throw it. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Run.
He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Detroit. Naeem Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
The Cowboys take over.
We play to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Right there. 56.
Come on, boy.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
No, here we go. Check 52 right here. 52.
Double dog. That's the way.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Sponge, no.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Running with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And finally brought down at the 38. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Well-executed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, I know this will surprise you, but I've actually done a little bit of reading lately, and all the analytics say that you should go for it more on 4th down. I think someone has referred back to their analytics coach. Maybe he's got a pipeline into the booth, because that was a really good play call.
First down, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, 5. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point.
Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike, let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They run the counter. Hines, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I know you feel that.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Check 99.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. Check pass. Check pass.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Right there in the middle, 55. Stay with your man. Slam, slam, slam.
On third down, Hines. Their season ends here. A tough way to go.